Hi, I am going to set this song and dance sequence to Handel. Um, and I discovered this CD in our collection, and it's a purchase of my own. It's been sitting there for a long time, and I haven't um, ever used, but I've listened to it. So here goes. This is like a Eve, Adam and Eve painting, and I'm being really, but Eve did a leaf, and I even discovered a peacock in the Garden of Eden in a painting by Rubens. On Jazz FM Toronto 91.1, All Heinz sang, I know a little about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about you. I sing the same and say, I know a lot about some things, and I know a lot about you, but not enough about your tender side, honey. Chemical engineering keeps me happy, and I say, oh, Papa, the way you shake that thing makes me burn, makes me sweat. Thank you, Led Zeppelin. Social sciences keeps me enthralled, and I say, I'm a good girl, crazy about Trudeau. I love Shiva and Krishna and Canada too. Thank you, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I love literature and all those trashy novels. Baby, you are my fruitcake and I'm your honeybee. Thank you, Peter Gabriel. Art brings out my creative side. Come on, come on, come on, touch me, baby. Thank you, The Doors. On Jazz FM, Toronto 91.1, Earl Hines sang, I know a lot about a lot of things, but a little about a lot of things. but I don't know enough about you. I sing the same and say, I know a lot about some things, and I know a lot about you, but not enough about your tender side. Okay, I'm going to look at figures of speech, and before I go on to, so I've just chosen a couple or one, and these are erasers. Closer. They're all classics, four classics. Yeah, and this is to my to my maternal grandfather. I enjoy trashy novels, but you taught me to appreciate classics. I'm actually an engineer, writer, artist, as you know, probably know if you've seen some more of my videos. The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. You should remember that I have seen this TV movie. It's a TV version movie, and it's utterly shocking as to how the heroine, because mostly we grow up thinking it's also all these playwrights and authors, and and all the time aunts, your mother. Well, I didn't have a father. I lost my father when I was 11, so my mother had to be nice, but my brother would sometimes show his uglies. But my sister was very sweet. She used to have a difficult side. She got married early and became an angel. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I had children early, and so the brother and sister were sister was always there for me, sort of, and girlfriends always sweet, and but the boyfriends were very nice too. I mean, they gave us a swinging time. If you made your cup of tea once in a while for them, and so that was good. But you grew up thinking the women that they always shower you with gifts, women, little gifts or nicer gifts, and so. But and this was totally an eye opener. Count of Monte Cristo, she cheats him. She just doesn't cheat on him, or take away his fortune. She sends him to prison for life. I mean, how that that occasionally comes up in women. Mostly they're good. All right. So that's the nice part. They're my sex, so I have to uh, speak up for them. And yeah. So the two figures of speech here, I looked up e-copies from the library. Two I have: Little Women and Pride and Prejudice. um, these figures of speech come right in the beginning. Hair as dark as a raven's wing. Simile, of course. We saw a raven in Algonquin Park, and right near the sign, you go to pay to take a hike there. Just big ravens. Oh, that looks cute. It's a fearful creature in all these Edgar Allan Poe songs, and story of Snow White, and you think, but it's very cute actually. It was just sitting there. It's a big bird. It's a big bird. Yeah, and then another figure of speech, so sword and cross of honor. Um, I thought the cross came from the sword. Maybe, it looks like this. And originally it came, and the Jews before valued war and etc. And that's how they made the cross. I have no idea why they crucified Jesus Christ at the cross. I mean, obviously, history has its tale, but what compelled them to put him through so much of misery is beyond my reasoning. But the sword could have been the cross, and he must have taught a lot of. He didn't look upon violence kindly. Kindness and generosity and gentleness was his uh, teachings, I guess. So that was what it was. That was the comment I had. Third, farewell and a thousand thanks. Hyperbole, of course, thousand thanks. And then I went to Moby Dick, or The Whale by Herman Melville, and I've chosen. There now is your insular city of the Manhattoes, belted around by wharves as Indian isles by coral reefs. Commerce surrounds it with her surf. Coral reefs, well, commerce. So this is an epigram. That's what I thought. And then I had a little bit to read from Moby Dick. I think, yeah, here is. I'll just read a portion and then let you enjoy it on your own. But here is an artist. He desires to paint you the dreamiest, shadiest, quietest, most enchanting bit of romantic landscape in all the valley of the Saco. What is the chief element he employs? There stand his trees, each with a hollow trunk, as if a hermit and a crucifix were within, and here sleeps his meadow, and there sleep his cattle, and up from yonder cottage goes a sleepy smoke. Deep into distant woodlands winds a mazy way, reaching to overlapping spurs of mountains, bathed in their, oh, this is so beautiful, hillside blue. We are waiting for the summer on the East Coast. So you can go on to enjoy the piece of literature I've chosen from the book. And then, of course, I must choose the female authors, Little Women by Louisa M. Alcott. I chose only one figure of speech, and she has some objectionable lover. Objectionable lover. Well, lovers are all pleasing. You cannot object to their advances, sexual advances. If you do, then they are not pleasant lovers. They are, they could be termed other things. Cats, rubies and cats, as the song goes. And I wanted to choose some writing here on page 265. Yeah, that's where it is. Objectionable love. No, I don't have any piece of writing from here. So, and from Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, metaphor, Bingley saying this about Darcy, a great tall fellow. uh, when compared to me. Bigley is saying this about Darcy, and this is actually a metaphor to Darcy's character and maybe fortune also, because they all think that the mother and daughters think, well, the oldest one, Jane, they think that Bingley has the most fortune, but Darcy beats him. They're unaware of this. And so it's a metaphor for both of these. And I could give you the page number, or you can look through the book and have a nice read. And it all, all this conversation, Bingley and Darcy, comes in the beginning itself. Maybe you need to go past for 40, 50 pages and you're going to get this. That is all I had to say in this little thing. But I'm coming up again in the next little while, and after maybe a tea break or even before that. And that should also be a short talk with preceded by a song and dance. All right, thank you.